Hello everyone, welcome to TOP, and I'm very glad to introduce Terry Small, a master teacher and Canada's leading learning skills specialist. Hello, Terry.
Hello, Katrine. It is great to be here, and I'm really looking forward to being part of the conference next week.
Oh, thank you very much. I recollected how we get to know each other today, preparing for this short interview, and it amazes me when people can connect each other whenever they live, whenever they are, and they're attracted by the same interests. What I find in your great posts, I find them very important and inspirational and supportive for me. So thanks for that. Somehow that idea of inviting you to the conference, Top Teachers Conference, came to my mind. I do remember how I texted you first and you agreed, and it's so great.
I think it was on Facebook, the first message that came in, and then we switched to email. So yes, it's great how people can meet all around the world these days.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit more about your talk which you're going to give at the conference?
So it's going to be a short talk, and I'm really looking forward to it. The talk is about 25 minutes, and so it is a short space of time. The talk is called Engaging the Brain Using Neuroscience to Improve Learning. And what I've done over the years is, Katrine, is that I'm fascinated by why people pay attention to this and not to that. I mean, there's no such thing as not paying attention. So as a teacher, I mean, we want students to learn things. So, you know, you don't learn and remember things unless you're paying attention. So I'm fascinated by why the brain pays attention to this, but not to that. There's no such thing as not paying attention. Even when you sleep, your brain is paying attention, which is why if you're sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody comes in and turns on the light, you'll wake up because your brain is always at some level paying attention. So as a teacher, you know, here's what I've come to believe. My whole teaching pedagogy comes down to 3 words: state, strategy, content. So you can have the best content on the planet, great notebooks, great textbooks, great teaching ideas, and I'm sure that you do, and all the teachers that will be will be in the conference will have great content. If that great content is not connected to a learner in the right brain state, with a good brain-based strategy, then you will find what I call the Teflon factor to be very high. Teflon is that's you know, on frying pans, so nothing sticks. So you put something in and you crack an egg into it, and then it just slides right out. And so we want things to stick. We want ideas to be sticky. We want people to remember vocabulary and ideas. So when I say brain state, think of the weather in your brain. So you live in the central part of Russia. Does the weather ever change in Siberia?
It changes very, very often.
A lot. Does the weather ever change in your brain? All the time. Some days you're tired, some days you're energetic, sometimes you're angry, discouraged, you're happy, you're joyful, you're curious, you're bored. So when learners are in the right brain state, they will run through a brick wall to get their work done, to get to class on time. So what I'm going to do in this talk, because what I've done over the years is I've come up with about 100 what I call brain engagement principles around which the brain organizes its attention. So if you deploy a principle, you can be sure that attention is going to go up. Students will pay more attention, and the more they pay attention, the more your great content will stick in their brains. So what I've been thinking about this talk, and it's 25 minutes, and so I thought, okay, what of all of the principles that I've kind of looked at over the years, what is the one principle that has helped me the most? I call it the #1 brain engagement principle on the planet. And I can honestly tell you that of all the things that I've learned as a speaker, as somebody who stands in front of audiences on a regular basis, on a live audiences, virtual audiences, this one top idea has helped me more than anything else. And so to the people that will be attending, if you're teaching, it will be a fantastic idea for you, but it'll also help you in all of your communication that on a daily basis. If you have to give a toast at a wedding, if you have to give a speech at somebody's funeral or celebration of life, even when you just meet somebody casually in a conversation, walking down the street. So I think this is the #1 communication presentation skill on the planet. And that's the one I'm going to be sharing next week in the conference. And I'm also going to share a really interesting story that underscores this, and also a fascinating study that was done. I'm going to call the study the 2 most important seconds of your talk. The 2 most important seconds of your talk. And seconds are like, it's over. If we don't get those 2 seconds right, it's a lot of uphill, difficult teaching. So that's what I'm going to be doing on at the conference. I'm excited about it. I've got some great slides. I've got a great story to tell. The study is fascinating for teachers, and so we'll have some fun with that.
I'm sure
people will walk away with just an amazing tip and an idea that will, it has helped me more than anything else I've ever learned about learning, and I spent my whole life in education.
Oh, it sounds so cool. I can't wait to hear that.
You have to wait. You have to wait now, because I'm not going to tell you what it is until the talk.
Okay. Thank you very much, Terry. So we're looking forward to having you in the conference. So see you soon.
Great, Katrine. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to meeting everybody next week at the conference. Take care and thank you. See you soon.